been meaning to do this video for absolutely ages. For all of you guys that don't know, me and Clarissa are friends. She lives just down the road from me. We used to go on the same school bus together, and then we also went to JSA, Junior Surf Academy, every single Sunday with our nearest surf group. That's how I got to know Clarissa, and she's just such a lovely, warming person, and I'm so lucky to know her. So you've been asking a lot of questions, because having a dog is one of the best things that's probably ever happened to me. When I got Epi, I was put into a situation of having to suddenly not look after an animal to suddenly looking after an animal, and I did so much research into it and I really took it on board, and that's how I realised that you really do have a responsibility when you have a dog to look after that dog, as it is because it's going to be spending its whole life with you, so it wants to have a good life. When I first got Epi, I was 14 years old, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me because I was quite lonely. Just so lovely to have a dog, and it really showed me that Epi was my best friend. I know some people may find that really sad, but I don't care whether people find it sad really, because Epi, she's always there to give you a cuddle. She's just so fluffy and squishy, and my love for Epi is huge right now. She's just the most adorable, squishiest, fluffiest animal ever, and I love her. I would almost go and say that Epi changed my life in a very good way. She made me do more exercise, she made me like have a friend. She was my friend, so I always had someone to cuddle with. I always spent some evenings with her, I played with her.
But no, anyone who doesn't know what Epi looks like, this is her. This is the girl. Woo!
So having a dog is really positive if you do the right things with the dog and if you look after the dog properly. So these questions that you've asked me, I'm going to try and answer them the best that I can. Do you have to feed your dog continuously? Do you have to continuously buy food? It's very hard to answer this question because you do have to buy food continuously for a dog, because otherwise they don't have anything to eat. However, there's a different way to answer this question that I can answer it. If you get massive packs of food, it's more cheaper, and also it means you won't have to continuously buy food every single week. For Epi, I get a huge bag of food, like the biggest one. I also get it from the company called Orchards, which do free range chicken, and all the animal flavours and all the animal meat in it is free range, so the dog's like getting the best nutrition side of it. I get big packs of food because it lasts longer and it's cheaper. If you get small packs of food, so like one that's that big, then it will be more harder and more expensive for you because you have to splash out every week on food. So I would recommend getting big packs of food, massive packs. I get my dog massive packs. Even if you're getting a small little pug, get big packs of food because it's cheap. How often do you have to walk your dog? Quite a varied question. It depends. It will depend on the breed of the dog that you have and the amount of energy in that breed of dog. Every single dog is different. It's like human beings, we're all very different. Some of us have lots of energy and some of us lack an energy. Some of us are really enthusiastic and some of us are a bit So with breeds of dog, you have the ones that are really full of energy and that will need 3-4 walks a day and running in the field all the time. Those breeds can include...
I've only picked a few breeds here, so the first one is definitely a foxhound, which needs lots of exercise. The second one is a lurcher. They are so full of energy and always need running around. The third one, which is my favourite type of dog, is a Dalmatian, and they need so much exercise.
Breeds that are more relaxed and need probably 2 walks a day.
Smaller breeds such as the little sausage dog, which is so cute. And then you have another small breed, which are Chihuahuas, who need exercise but not too much. The third small size breed is the pug, which needs exercise again but not too much. In larger dogs you have the golden retriever, which is very laid back dog and doesn't need much at all. And then you have the cockapoodle, which is medium sized, doesn't shed any hair but also needs exercise but not too much. And then you have my little girl, who doesn't need much exercise at all, which is fantastic.
They still need exercise, but if you're getting more of a smaller dog, the smaller the dog is, the more less exercise it will need. For a smaller dog, they have a smaller body obviously, so they don't need walking as much as a big dog. So I would say around 2 times a day, one before you go to school. so the dog gets to do all their mess and stuff and get a bit of exercise and tire out, and one when you get home from school so you can take your dog out for a walk and spend a bit more time with them and just bond. Walking dogs like because it gives them a time to bond with their owners. So I would say twice a day is the amount of times I'd walk your dog per day. Another question you gave me is it easy to train a dog? Is it easy to train a dog? It depends on the breed again. I have so many different variety of dogs. There are so many dogs that are so unique. Like I've explained before, us humans are so unique. We're all so individually different, and I'm different from you, you're different from me, we're so individual. Certain types of breeds that train so easily. Then there are other types of breeds that need more time consisting to be able to train well and do take a lot of time and energy and are a bit more harder to train.
So the dogs that are more harder and difficult to train include the husky, the gorgeous little pug, yep, gorgeous, and one of them is also the beagle, who is quite energetic as well as harder to train, and my favourite dog, the lovely fantastic Dalmatian.
That depends on the breed, as I've just said.
So the easier to train dogs are the German Shepherd, which is looking very attractive right now. You have the Poodle, which is looking a bit attractive with all those colours. Then you have my third favourite dog, which is a Golden Retriever. They are so easy to train. A Border Collie is used to being on farms and being trained on farms, so they're easy to train.
The book that I read not long ago, it said that the hardest type of dogs to train are the small dogs. And I really disagree with that, because you have certain types of dogs that are really easy to train and they can be small, and some really harder dogs to train that are small. It just really depends on the breed. Really, it depends how much time you have to train your dog. If you don't have much time to train your dog, then I would really consider whether it's right getting a dog, because you do need to, every single dog you get, you need to spend time training. Your dog's not going to just suddenly learn to come when it's called. It needs time, and Eppie took time to learn and she's still learning, so it depends how much time you have and what type of breed of dog you get. Another question which you asked me, which really made me smile, was are dogs easier than cats? Dogs need a lot of time and attention. They're very loving animals, and they're animals that require attention. I'm not saying that cats don't. Cats, you don't need to train to come when they're called. Cats, you don't need to take on walks. Cats, you know, they're really lazy, relaxed animals. So I would say dogs are definitely more time consuming and more harder than cats. What do you need to buy when you get
Things you need to consider when you get a dog are 2 bowls, one for food and one for water. Another thing you need to get is toys, which can help puppies with their teeth because their baby teeth come out just to chew. Another thing is a lead and a collar, and they usually have to be matching, usually when they're puppies. Another thing you need to get is containment, such as a cage, so when it stops your dog from pooping everywhere whilst being toilet trained. Also grooming set, so just get your puppy used to being groomed all the time. It's good for them.
At the end of the day, having an Eppie has changed my life for the good, and it's made me feel really happy that I have a friend, and even though she's a dog, I don't care. I love her to bits, and she's one of the best things that has ever happened to me. However, having a dog is really expensive, and it doesn't come cheap. It's not really expensive, but it doesn't come cheap, and you've got to be prepared to spend out and buy things which you're going to have to spend your pocket money on. So you need to make sure you have enough money and that you can spend time and be with your dog, because at the end of the day they've only got you, and you know, you've got to be able to have enough time. I really hope this has answered your question.
So I kind of forgot to end the video, whoops. But I really hope this answered everyone's questions, and that this video was good enough to explain the answers, as I know some of them are quite hard to explain. I'm thinking about doing a vlog every single Saturday now rather than Wednesday as well, just because I'm quite busy at the moment. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to, you can subscribe. See you later. Bye.